I don't know about you, but I really needed some good news today, and that's why I was so excited to see what New Mexico just did, and I want to share it with all of you. A, because it's going to make a huge difference in families' lives, and B, because it reminds us what good governance can do, or at least governance under a democratic trifecta, because that's what New Mexico has. So starting November 1st, New Mexico is going to become the first state in the country to offer universal free childcare. Not income-based, not means-tested, completely free for all families with kids under 5. Here's why this matters. The average American family spends over $14,000 a year on childcare. If you're a parent, you'll know it's crazy expensive. And in New Mexico, their annual infant care costs outpace rent by over 10%. For single parents, that's literally 44% of their entire income going to just keeping their child safe while they're at work. But now with this new policy, the typical New Mexico family is expected to save $12,000 a year. $12,000. It's $12,000 they can put towards their rent, towards groceries, or towards actually saving for their child's future. What a concept. How is New Mexico paying for this? This is where it gets kind of amazing. They're tapping into something called the Land Grant Permanent Fund. This is a sort of permanent endowment for the state started in 1912. And guess where its money comes from? Basically oil and gas leases in the state of New Mexico. In 2022, voters approved a constitutional amendment to dedicate 1.25% of this fund to early childhood education. Smart from an economic standpoint too, because when parents don't have to worry about the cost of childcare, they can participate more in the workforce. Economists think that universal childcare could add $1 trillion to the US economy. That's a trillion with a T. Now, New Mexico is going to have some kinks to iron out for sure. They're going to have to hire a bunch more workers and build a bunch more childcare centers, but that's all job creating. They plan to make them good paying jobs as well. Imagine if your state did this. Imagine if you could drop your child off at quality care without having to choose between that and paying rent. It's doable, y'all. It's simply a policy choice. So please share this video and tag your representatives and ask them whether your state is looking at New Mexico's model. Because they're in the process of proving that when we treat childcare like essential infrastructure instead of just a luxury, amazing things can happen.